Hi friends, welcome to my channel Simple Learning Tips. So in today's video we'll be discussing the various leadership theories that we have. So these are the various leadership theory and these are all very interesting theories. So without much further ado, let's move on to the topic. Before move on to the topic, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more HR videos, and if you want even more topics, you can mention it in the description box below. So let's move on to this topic. First one I've given, as always, I've given a basic definition which is defined by Kuhns and Donnell, and the act of leadership is the process of influence so that they will strive willingly and enthusiastically toward the achievement of the goal. Okay, so this is the basic definition. Now it simply means that the capability or the ability of an individual to influence others to accomplish any common task or any common goal, that is leadership. That act is leadership. Okay, like when elections were held, a chief minister, the party leader's talent to win that political party, that is kind of a leadership. Okay, that defines leadership, act of leadership. You have a lot of examples like in our country, Mahatma Gandhi, then Nelson Mandela, Henry Ford, Warren Buffett. All these people are excellent leaders. Okay. Now, there are certain theories associated with leadership style, we can say, or about leaders. So, first one is trait theories, which is one of the oldest theory of leadership that we could say. Now, here, like I've written here, this trait theory claims that leaders have certain personalities which separates them from non-leaders. So basically, trait theory is an extension of the belief that leaders are born. Okay, so they have certain traits, certain characteristics which make them leaders. For example, characteristics like he or she can be an extrovert. Okay, he or she can be a charismatic leader. There is an aura around them. They are courageous, they are bold, they are enthusiastic, they are self-confident, they will have high level of emotional maturity. Okay, they will have a good, they are very honest and they have integrity. So all these are certain personality traits which make them an excellent leader. Also, there is one big 5 model personality trait theory, which I have explained in personality video. If you have not seen that, you can check that in the iCard as well as in the description box link, which I'll be providing. So in that personality trait theory, I have explained like certain characteristics. So if they are so that will also come under this. So if they have certain traits like extrovert, they have good, honesty, integrity, they are more open, they have more openness to new experience. So if a person has these traits, characteristics, they can be a good leader. That is what this trait theory believes. So basically, it is an extension of the of the factor that leaders are born. Okay. Now, there are a lot of limitations to this theory. As you can see from the explanation itself, self-confidence. For example, self-confidence is not something, which everybody is born with. That you can develop over the time, right? So, of course, there are limitations. So, further theories were developed. So, the next one is behavioral theory. Now, this means that this theory suggested that there are certain specific style in which leaders behave. Basically, trait theory said that, there are certain traits or characteristics. Behavioral theory suggested that there are certain unique behavior in which a leader behaves. Okay, now, so based on this, we can say that based on this theory, leaders can be made. Okay, that is, we can train an individual to become a good leader. And there are certain bases for this. There are certain like behavioral, like I said, like initiating structure, which means that the person who likes to have a organized manner, like he will assign this is the task for this group, and these are the kind of benchmark, these are the kind of standards of work performance that you have to give. And they try to it's a structurized, it's a procedurized working style, okay, leadership style. So he will expect that you have to meet the deadline, like that. Okay, basically they focuses on more goal oriented. Okay, and they want everything to be in an organized manner. Okay, the work should be organized, and there should be some structure basically. Now, next one is, so I've explained initiating structure. So the first one, employee based leader. Now, employee based leader means he focuses more on the interest of the employees. What are their various personal interests? So basically more employee focused. What are the needs of the employees? And it's not that, like I always say, when you work in an organization, each and every individual has different personality traits. So he different because of their cultural background, socioeconomic background. Every individual is different, right? So he accepts the person who is employee based. He accepts the differences among the employees and try to focus on that area. Okay. Next one is consideration. Now, consideration means they have a good work relationship, and and that is based on, and how they achieve that good work relationship is based on mutual respect, trust for each other, and there is scope for ideas and even consideration for their feelings. So it's a mixture of all the good things. So that is consideration. I hope it is clear. Next one, as the name suggests, production oriented leader. Okay, so he basically focuses on goal. That is his only aim. So next one is Blake and Mountain's managerial grid. Okay, now here there are certain 9 grids, and there it is, some scores have been given, and like you can see, there are certain dimensions like concern for people and concern for production, and it has been categorized into high, low, like that. Okay, so based on each scores, or based on how which grid the manager's leader style follow, there are certain names for that, and that is their leadership style. Now, this is also otherwise known as leadership grid. Okay, so let's move on to the first one, that is impoverished management. And as per the grid, you can say it is 1, the first grid, and it is low concern for people and low concern for production. Okay, so that is 1. So here it means that this kind of leadership style is defined as that person will not have, that leader will not have any consideration for the employees as well as for the goals attainment or productivity, like that. So there will be no harmony in the organization. Okay, so what the leader tried to do here is that he will try to secure his position in the organization. That will be his aim only. That will be his only aim. And he will try to maintain his seniority, and basically their main aim is they should not be held accountable, or they should not be held mistakes for responsible for any mistakes. Okay, they want to secure their position in the organization. That is what only they care about. So that is very impoverished and very mismanaged kind of leadership. Now, next one, task management. Task management, you can say it is the right hand side corner, last one, 9 So that means high concern for production and no concern for people. Okay, so in this kind of leadership style, there would be more productivity, but only productivity will be there. People's job satisfaction will not be there, and because of the stringent or strict rules and policies, the attrition rate will be very high. People will try to quit from that company. Okay, so basically here the leadership style is that he or she just wants to get the job done. That's it. They don't have any other consideration. It is a kind of dictatorship. Okay. Next one is middle of the road. Now, middle of the road is they will have medium concern for people. They will have medium concern for the production. So that means it is a mediocre kind of thing. They don't want to have any conflicts among the people. They do consider the needs of the employees. So what will happen is that they will have to satisfy themselves with the mediocre productivity. They're even okay with that. Okay. So these kind of leadership tries to achieve a balance between the both. Ultimately, what will result is that there will be only mediocre productivity. Okay. Next one is country club. Okay, left hand side high one. So that means here there is more concern for people and very less, even no consideration for productivity. I mean, I would say that it's a dream for all of us to work in such an environment, right? But that's not actually possible, or there might be there, I might not know it, but yeah, when you hear it is more freestyle. Okay, there are like more consideration for people, like I said. So this kind of leadership focuses more on the well-being of the employees, wellness of the employees, their security, their needs of the employees. They want to create a good harmony among employees and a very friendly working environment and an easygoing leadership style. Okay, but yes, the productivity will be very low. Okay, so that is country club. It is like being on a vacation. Next one, the last one is team management. That is, if you see the grid, it is 9, high concern for people and high concern for production. This is the most effective leadership style. And here, the team, there will be more team commitment. Okay, because there is concern for people. They will be more motivated to work. And, there is trust among employees. They respect each other's needs, and there is more scope for exploring new ideas, and they enjoy their work. So this is basically, in line with theory Y, McGregor's theory Y of motivation, which I have explained in motivation theory. Again, I'll leave the link in the iCard as well as in the description box. Please do check that. Okay. So that is team management, and here you will have high level of productivity, and also it is like people enjoy to work in such kind of leadership style. Okay. So I hope it is clear. We'll move on to next topic, that is contingency theory. So contingency theory means under contingency theory means situational theory. Okay, there are certain models, that is Fiedler contingency model, situation leadership theory, path code leadership theory, and leadership participation model. So let's move on to the first one, which is Fiedler's contingency model. Now, here, don't get scared with this explanation. It's very, very simple. Just, understand all these things in an easy way. That's the only way to understand this leadership style. Now, here it means that in Fiedler's contingency theory, if an organization wants to achieve group effectiveness through leadership, then there is a match, there is a connection between the leader's style and the level of control that a leader can have in a given situation. So you will understand it as we'll go further. So just understand that there is a leadership style and the situation. Situation means how much control a leader has over that situation. Now there is a link between that if you want a good group effectiveness. Now, so there are two factors, like leadership style is there and then situation. So first move on to, let's see how we can identify this leadership style. So there is one questionnaire which is least preferred coworker questionnaire. Now this actually Fiedler's he developed this to identify whether a leader is task oriented or people oriented leader. So what he did was, in that questionnaire, the respondents, they were asked to rate, I think from a scale of 1 to 9 or 1 to 8, and they have to give certain adjectives like pleasant, unpleasant, happy, like that. To whom they have to give? To the co-workers that they least enjoyed working with. So they were asked to remember all the co-workers who they did not like to work with, and they have to give them rating as well as an adjective. Okay. Now, for example, how he has derived from this questionnaire is, for example, if there is a person A whom a person does not like to work at all, but he has given a favorable term. Okay, then that leadership style is relationship oriented, people oriented. Okay, because he does not like to work with that person, but still he has given a favorable time. Now, suppose there is a person B who he does not like and he has given an unfavorable term. unfavorable adjectives, then that person is kind of task oriented. Now in this, Fiedler, he has considered that, this leadership style is kind of fixed. Okay, and based on this leadership style, like it can be either people oriented or task oriented, and they have to match the situation. Suppose, for example, the situation demands a person who is people oriented. Okay, and in that position, a leader has been allocated who is task oriented. So then you can understand the the clash that will be having. So according to Fiedler's, you have to modify either the situation or the leadership or the leader. Okay, so that is what matching the situation. Now, now we have explained the leadership style, how to identify whether it is task oriented or people oriented. Now next is matching the situation. He has given certain situation. Now leader member relations. Now leader member relation means here the level of trust, confidence and the respect they have for the individuals have for leader is very high. Okay, this defines, not very high, this defines the respect, trust and the confidence that they have in their leaders. That is leader member relationship. Task structure means it is a kind of like I said, it is kind of organized task. Okay, like everything will be structured. Basically, you can understand from the word meaning, the work will be structured, will be organized. Okay, position power. Now position power means how much power a leader has in different aspects of the organization, different variables of the organization. Okay, how much authority or how much control a leader has in an organization, in terms of hiring or even firing, then promotion, salary structure, and in kind of discipline, implementing discipline, all these things. So these are the various situations. Now Fiedler says that if the leader member relationship is very good and it is a well structured, task structured organization, and the position power and even the leaders have good control over all this decision making, then that gives an ideal situation. But if it is the reverse, suppose the leader member relationship is very poor and the task structure is also very poor, and if the position power is very high, it will lead to a chaos organization. Okay, so that is what this leadership style. So it is a lengthy video, so I think I'll stop here and we'll continue the rest of the leadership theories in part 2. I'll be definitely uploading it soon. So please don't forget to subscribe this channel and leave in the description box what you feel, and also please leave further more topics so that I can put up more videos. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. And thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.